HarperCollins presents The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop by Takuya Asakura, translated by Yuka Maeno, read by Hanako, Footman. Prologue. The shop was tucked away in a place beyond anyone's understanding. There, a thick fog, neither white nor grey, hung heavily in the air. But oddly, the space surrounding the shop, which was enclosed by neatly trimmed hedges, was as clear as crystal. It was almost as though the fog was parting for something, as if it had no choice but to keep its distance. In the centre of this enclosure was an old wooden building. Atop its green triangular roof, a bronze weathercock stood proudly with its chest puffed out. Its beak stretched wide towards the sky, but its voice, meant for announcing the hour, would never be heard. In the front garden, which led to the entrance of the shop, was a weeping cherry tree. Its great age was evident in its height. Rising above the ridge of the roof, its branches hung over the weathercock, arching all the way down to the ground. In full bloom, the branches were bursting with blossom. What made the tree unusual were the strange colours of these flowers. The nearer they were to the tips of the branches, the deeper they were in shade, gradually transitioning from the white and pale tones of a Some Yoshino or Yoshino cherry tree to the vibrant hues of a bell-flowered cherry. It seemed as though this single tree was painted in every imaginable shade of pink and red. From time to time, a gust of wind swept through the branches, creating marble-like swirls of white, scarlet, and light coral on the ground. Suddenly, a bell chimed, and the door to the shop swung open, disarranging the mound of petals that had gathered by the entrance. A girl appeared in the doorway. Wearing a burgundy pinafore dress over a starched white blouse, she heaved a sign outside. Written in double-lined lettering in red and white chalk, it was a simple sign with just the name of the shop on it. Sakura. Sakura. Had the shop been named after the cherry blossoms in the garden? Or perhaps it was somehow linked to a person who went by the same name. It's possible that the girl was named Sakura, but she certainly didn't look old enough to be the owner or the manager. Once she had finished putting the sign out, the girl gave herself a quick stretch, disappeared inside the shop, and re-emerged with a broom and a dustpan. She began carefully sweeping the petals scattered on the pathway between the sign and the hedges. Then, all of a sudden, 3 small branches wreathed in blossoms quietly landed in front of her. Looking up at the tree in surprise, the girl said, "3? You're feeling generous today, aren't you?" The cherry tree did not reply, of course, but the girl wore a knowing expression on her face as she tucked the broom under her arm and picked up the branches. She made her way back inside. The scent of coffee lingered in the air as the girl headed straight to the kitchen. Using a pair of floral shears, she swiftly trimmed the branches before wrapping the snipped ends with tissue soaked in plenty of water, as well as a thin sheet of paper, holding them in place with a rubber band. Then, one by one, she put them into 3 individual vases. "Done," the girl said out loud. Stepping out of the kitchen, she scanned around, apparently looking for a good spot to arrange the branches. As you would expect from the exterior, most of the shop's basic features were made of wood. The distinctive grain pattern on the walls and the tables gave the atmosphere that cozy feeling you can only get in a traditional coffee shop. Using a stepladder, the girl began placing the branches along the walls, as well as on the pillar. There were more branches all around the room, adorning the shop with further splashes of pink. Decorating the shop with cherry blossoms was apparently an essential part of her daily routine. Satisfied with her work, the girl climbed down the stepladder
Sample complete. Ready to continue?